we have back tested this, guys. It has worked and it will work. Hello traders, welcome to a very special video from our LTR group. So today what we are going to do is we are going to learn about a new strategy that can actually make you a decent amount of money in the stock market, where you don't have to be dependent on anybody else. Remember, a lot of us come over here with a dream of making money here in the stock market, getting a secondary source of income. And a lot of us usually struggle in a lot of places where we are trying to find the holy grail, but we don't. They say that intraday traders can never make money, but remember guys, discipline is mother of all over here in this market. So if you are a disciplined trader, what would happen is that market automatically transfers the profits from the people who are undisciplined or indisciplined, whatever it is, people who are not following a particular way of taking those trades. He's going to go ahead and transfer the funds from there to you. Now over here on this special video from RLTR, we are going to go ahead and interact with a few live participants who are available to take the call today. And we have chosen we've just sent out a notification stating that if anybody is available, I will go ahead and introduce this strategy so that they can ask the questions what you will have in your mind while you're watching this video. So this video is full of surprises. Watch it with if you don't have time, just go ahead, pause this, put it onto your watch list and come back and watch it again, because this can literally change your mind. And remember, not just this, there are somewhere around 12 strategies that we are actually working on in our Super Trader class that is scheduled on the 12th of September. So if you want to know and understand as to how to join that, there is a link in the description below. You can click there, join us and be a part of the super class, and also be a part of the live trading group. So we are growing very fast day by day, and we look forward to grow even more in the coming future. So now let us quickly move over with the conversation and the strategy with my participants. Let's go there now. So hey guys, thank you for joining in on a special video. So what we are going to do is, in this video, we are going to discuss a strategy with a risk to reward of 1:1 that can actually make you money. Now, a lot of them have actually been doing this, guys, for over a period of time, where they are telling that one particular indicator will work for the market. And they are trying to do a lot of moving averages, support and resistance, supply and demand, and a lot of those things. Now, remember that over here, the most important part is not what the indicator, but it's actually the concept behind why the price is moving that way. So today's strategy is going to be all about price action. Now, before I get you to that, I want to tell you that the market is either on an uptrend, on a downtrend, or on a sideways. All right. So these are the three trends in the market. And usually what is going to happen is that if you have an uptrend, you draw a trend line, you wait for that particular trend to break, and it actually makes sense where you take a small stop loss and then you take a trade. The next time when it is on a downtrend, what happens is a lot of people will draw a trend line there, wait for it to break on the upside, put a stop loss, and then take care of it. But however, nobody has actually, now there are a lot of people who are there in the market who work on RSI, who work on moving averages, who work on many different things, all right? But they are all failing because when the market is going sideways. So can you guys tell me what is that critical point that you think that the market is going to be range bound during the day? Let's say if I say between 9 to 3:30, what time do you think that a range will be formed here?
Between 10 to 1:30, 12:30.
Okay, 10 to 12:30 is what Uday thinks. Okay. Anything, Dinesh, when do you think the range would be formed? Anything?
After 9:30, like 15 minutes.
After 9:30. Okay, Niranjan, any idea on the same lines?
Yeah, after 9:30.
After 9:30. Okay. So the concept over here, guys, is very, very simple. The way how this is going to work is that I'm going to go ahead and tell you that the biggest range that actually is formed in the market is formed between 9:15 to 9:30. Okay. So this is the range that will be formed over here. Now, in a simple price action term, the only thing that you need to do is draw a Darwis box on that range and see if it is going to break on the upside or if it is going to break on the downside and trade. Now, you would be asking me what would be the risk reward ratio for this. Now, let's say if it is breaking on the upside, my profit will be somewhere around 2,500. Okay, let's say with one lot, 100 points. And my stop loss will also be 2,500. So this will be a 1:1 ratio. All right. So it would be a 1:1 ratio on which you can make money. So guys, do you think there is a way that this would work in the stock market? Have you ever, imagined that this is how simple things could be? Just a random idea. Anything. Do you think this is possible? Uday?
Yes, it's possible if you have a trending market.
If you have a trending market. Okay. So Dinesh, do you want to counter it with anything? Do you think that it can work on any point of time? And how much do you think the accuracy is out of 10 trades? Tell me, how many trades do you think you can win with this concept?
I believe like 5 out of 10 would work in this way.
So let me just break the ice and take you through this particular setup. So from when do you want me to start testing this? Should we start testing it in the last 2 weeks? Now, before I get there, I want to tell you, now when you move it on a 1-day time frame, do you think the market is trending or it is sideways? Is it trending or sideways? Think. Should it be trending or sideways? Just the last couple of candles.
That is sideways. Yeah.
Sideways, is it? Okay. So let me just go ahead and show you how it works on that particular pattern. So what we will do is we will start analyzing it from, let's say, the 30th or 26th of August. So let's go ahead and do that. So on a 15-minute time frame. So this is the 15-minute time frame that we've got. Let me just maximize the candle. And from when did I tell you that we'll be looking at it? We'll be looking at it from, let's say, we'll look at it from the 23rd. All right. So what I simply need to do is I need to go ahead and draw a 15-minute candle Darvish box over here like this. Okay. As soon as that box breaks, okay, you can go ahead, place a sell or a buy order on the future, and you can get that 2,500 rupees right there. Now, I've just drawn the first box. What challenges do you think that you guys will face in the market? I've just taken the high and the low. I've just drawn the box and just moved it this way. Any challenges, do you think? Go ahead, Dinesh.
Challenges would be, the volatility should be there, and and trend reversal also. Like, we are not sure like how it will like go over that.
Okay. So to answer that particular question, what you need to do is you need to wait for the first 15-minute candle to actually break the zone. Okay. You would need to wait for the first 15-minute candle to break the zone. Now, what happens over here is that when you attempt that, this confirmation will give you a straight away. Now, let's say we are agreeing to the fact that it's given 300 points over here from the time it's broken. Okay. Let's say you have a slippage of even 50 points as well. You are easily able to make somewhere around 250 or let's say even 200 points. With one lot, you can actually make 5,000 bucks over there. Now, let us not go ahead and quickly determine that this works. Let's go ahead with the next day and see what happens. So I'm going to take the next day on the 24th on the 9:15 candle, and I'm going to draw like this. Is it possible that this worked, or we are lucky?
Yeah, this is working.
This is because, okay, we are lucky enough, is it?
Working.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, let's go ahead with the next part. Okay, let's go ahead with the next part. We are back testing our strategy, guys. We are back testing it over here, and I'm just going to move it like this. Now, on this scenario, what do you think would happen? On the 25th, I've drawn that 15-minute time frame there. So what do you think can happen there? Niranjan, any takes?
SL?
SL? Okay. So what I will do is, do you think it would be an SL over here? Just think.
We will not meet our 1:1.
Okay.
But we are still in profit.
All right. So let's consider this, that this was the day that SL was taken. Okay. Let's consider that point. Now, let us move to the next piece. All right. Now, the next day is on the 26th. Do you think our SL would have been hit here? I'm just drawing the same concept. Okay. So over here, the same 100 points that we are actually looking at. So you get somewhere around 150. All right. Now let's come back to the next day. Okay. On the next day over here, SL is not going to be hit because the particular price already moved the direction. All right. So then let's come back to the next one and just see the difference.
It's totally winning. Yeah.
Yeah. And then just look at this one. Over here, there is no setup, isn't it? Tell me what was the 31st of August. I think it was an expiry, I suppose, or something like that. It was just sideways. It didn't go anywhere. So there has been no setup on this day. Okay. Now let us go back to the 1st of September. It is just going to be a bit more simpler from here. So you're going to get your target from here. And then let's go to the 2nd of September. You're going to get your target over here. Then let's go to the 3rd. You get your target here. And let's go to the 6th. You get your target here. And let's go to the 7th over here at this particular point of time. Okay, now what do you think would happen over here on this day, on the 7th, on the first candle, the first 15-minute candle that we made over here? Do you think it is going to be a stop loss day or a target day?
Yeah. If we taken the trade, then it would have hit a stop loss.
Okay, that's
Maybe
correct.
we can book a partial profit here.
Yeah, partial profit you can, but let's consider this as a stop loss day. Okay, let's be conservative with whatever we are thinking about. Now let us go ahead and look at on the second part of it over here. Stop loss day or a profit day?
Sorry, just I joined late. So are we just taking a trade behalf on marking the high and low of the first candle?
High and the low of the first 15-minute candle.
Okay.
That's a very simple setup. A lot of
Alright.
people have talked about it. A lot of people have done it and then they have lost faith in it. But the point is that the very big core reason for us to be making money over here for the consistent amount of time has also been because we have been following this. Now, of course, on the days that, when there was no setup, we did try to manage a few points over there. But the biggest thing is that this actually works. Now, over here, if I go ahead and see, there was no setup on a Thursday. Okay. On Wednesday, it did go up, but it hit a stop loss, so we can mark it. Now, let us go ahead and look at the accuracy from the standpoint and see how many days we would have made money and how many days we would have not. So over here on the first day, let's say we started on the 23rd. 23rd, we made 2,500. On the 24th, we made 2,500. Let's say over here, we lost 2,500. So we are back to net 2,500. Then over here, we became 5,000, 7,500, 10,000, 12,500. And then over here, it would be somewhere around, let's say, 15,000. And then you have 17,500. And then over here, you have 20,000, 20,250. Okay, 22,500. Over here, let's say you lost that 2,500. So you're back to 20. And then again, you lost, let's say 2,500. You're back to 17,500. Then in the last one, let's say you didn't have any trade. So let's mark it also even as a loss. So we will just go ahead and see that out of so many days that we have back tested this, guys, it has worked and it will work. Okay. Now I will tell you the very reason why this would work for you. Now, like I told you, right, there are two sets of markets. Okay. One is an uptrend market and one is a downtrend market. All right. The price usually stays at the sideways market for mostly, all the 80% of the time. And when this breaks is when you're going to make money. And a lot of this is so important that the first 15-minute range, all the people who have carried their positions from the overnight have to go ahead and manage their risk. The people who have, carried the position from the last 2 days have to carry this risk. And a lot of that will actually be in place over here. And that's the reason why this 15-minute strategy works like a charm.
Okay. Can I ask one question here?
Yeah, go for it, Manu.
Yeah, like so when you said so we have to take a target as per the first 15 minutes and we are taking 100 points target, right?
Yeah, just think of it as this way. Okay.
Mhm.
Whether it is going to be 2,500 as your profit, see, it is 1:1. It is either
So
2,500
like
or
are we
2,500.
are we taking like and if we buy any call or put of that price, so if stock like the spot is moving 100 points but the call price won't be moving 100 points. That's
That's
what
the
I'm
reason. That's the
yeah.
reason why we are going to use something called as futures over here.
Okay.
So this is exclusively for your futures, where you can just go ahead, take this particular trade and make this sort of money in an easy and a simpler manner without any problems.
Okay.
Now, see, 2,500 would be something that would be too much. Let's say, even if you reduce it down to 2,000 rupees per day, okay, and you say either I will take a profit or a stop loss, 1:1, okay, this is actually going to go ahead, set up the course for the entire thing, guys.
Okay.
All right. So any more questions you think is possible? It is not like any moving averages, some magical indicator that I will give it to you and so on and so forth, and it suddenly starts working. This is just a simple intraday strategy that you can start working from Monday. All
But
right.
is it like for futures and we need like a good amount of margin for that, right?
See, now if you want to do it for futures, you can actually take it with a hedge position where I don't think the margin will be more than 30,000 bucks.
Okay.
So when you take the hedge basket,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't think you would require any more margin more than 30,000 bucks to just make 2,000 bucks per day.
And so if you go for the options, would that
Options over here, they have a lot of things that is, listed, like the theta decay and, and it also specifically moves on Friday in a different way, on a Wednesday on a different way. You won't
right?
be able to understand the kind of force that you're going to get there.
Okay.
Now, because of that, Manmeet, is the reason why we have, gone ahead and bought this super class. Now, this super class will actually tell the people how to map it on, the options per se. Now, there are a lot of those. Now, of course, all of you guys over here, all my participants who are there, 65, and plus the other 10 who have registered, all the 75 people who are there will actually know how this will move. But the thing is that this video is made for the people who cannot afford that particular training. And, as a Ganesh Chaturthi gift, that I thought that I will give it to them so that they can immediately go ahead and start implementing this on Monday. And, when they want to learn more, they can join us. And, we are always there to help them, right? Isn't it? So, it's just as a goodwill gesture where I went ahead and I gave this off. This looks very easy. I just want you to backdate it as much as you can. And I will tell you, the accuracy on the table will be more than 75%.
So if here you talk about the hedge. So if we go for the future, so what option you want us to take hedge to reduce the margin?
Now, to reduce the margin, what you would need to do is on a Friday, you will take a hedge, which is 300 to 400 points away.
Okay.
On Monday, you will reduce it to 300 to 200 points. On Tuesday, it would still be 200. On Wednesday, it will still be 200. And on an expiry day, it would be somewhere around 100 points away.
Okay.
All right. So that will go ahead and help you with any abrupt, movements, and within a 30,000 bucks, you'll be able to easily manage it.
All right.
Awesome. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
One more
Yes,
one more
Niranjan.
question. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
How many trades can we take on the particular day, on a single day,
One.
at the breakout?
One. It's just one single trade.
No,
You don't have to
If
take a
the
lot.
stop loss is hit,
Same. So if you're ready to go ahead and give, let's say, 2,000 bucks as your target, then you can go ahead and keep somewhere around 2,000 bucks as your stop loss. So that day when your stop loss is hit, you can just stop. You can just stop and then come the next day and wait for the next breakout.
Okay,
Now-
so if we're talking about the first 15 minutes candle, so suppose it goes below the lower price and we have entered into the positions and suddenly it hit the stop loss by and given the breakout of the high price. So can we enter again if it's going upwards?
Nice. So, the way that I want you to work on this is that, I want you to think of it as a way that it should just be either an in or an out.
Okay.
Okay. So what will happen is it will start training your brain.
Yeah.
to
So,
take that
okay, I got the
profit.
word. So I was just talking about the counter trade.
Yeah, no counter trades over here.
Yeah.
Counter trades are only when you would see a proper supply and demand zone. For
Okay.
that, you're a part of the live trading session. I'll do it with you. So, that, but for the people who are over here understanding this particular strategy, for them, it should just be one trade that would either be in or it would either be out.
And I hope like live subscription classes like trades are not something else.
No.
Yeah,
See, what happens is that we follow order flow, and those are the things that we do. Now, even if we see an opportunity, we move in options where our investment is just 15,000 and we are trying to make somewhere around 2,500 and 5,000, a lot of those. Our investment at that time, we are buying naked options. So the way how we manage them, it is going to be completely dangerous until this concept you've learned in futures for at least a year. Coming there would literally be a challenge, but somehow if you see me doing it day in and day out, you will also get the entire concept of this working your way.
Okay.
So this was it. So Niranjan, any more questions that you have for the day? Anything at all?
No, that's it. I thought of why I asked this question is because if we take more than one trade, sometimes when the market moves sideways, it takes a lot of stop losses. Many stop losses. That is the reason I meant how many trades to take on a day. Now it's clear.
It's just going to be one single trade, and that makes the difference, guys. So that's the end of the way how we trade. Now remember, the discipline is the mother of everything. And over here in the stock market, what would happen is that you would need to go ahead and be very, very disciplined in order to go ahead and make that money. So you either give it once and you come out, or if you just keep there and try to take those revenge trades, you will end up losing a lot of money rather than making one. So on one day, you will exhaust other 5 days opportunities that actually come towards you. So to avoid that completely, you would just need to go with one in and one out. That's it. A simple rule. Try that out and see how it works. Now, of course, in the live trading forum, we do that as well. I've been doing this for the last 2 years, so I know this works. And I thought, today would be a particular day where, we can give this out as a gift to the people so that they can go ahead and try to, learn it more and, get everything in the orders. Awesome. So wonderful, guys. I would really thank you for your time over here today and for joining on this call. So I will have this uploaded on YouTube and then we will take it from there. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.